The U.S. government shutdown in September 2025 is having wide-ranging effects across federal services, the economy, and financial markets. Key impacts include the furlough of federal employees, disruptions to data releases, interruptions in travel and national parks, and risks to economic growth if the shutdown persists. Impact on federal employees and services. Hundreds of thousands of federal workers have been furloughed or are working without pay, including military personnel and essential staff. Most services deemed non-essential have suspended operations, affecting agencies like the FDA and NIH, pausing clinical trials and long-term research grants. National parks and monuments are largely closed, and unattended parks during past shutdowns suffered damage and litter. Economic effects. Each week of a government shutdown is estimated by Goldman Sachs and Brookings Institution to reduce GDP growth by about 0.15 to 0.2 percentage points, though most of the lost growth is typically regained after the shutdown ends. Consumer spending declines as federal employees and contractors miss paychecks, affecting aggregate demand. Delays in federally backed loans, housing permits, and nutrition assistance programs are expected, especially if the shutdown continues. Market and financial response. Historically, the stock market has shown resilience during short shutdowns, with the S&P 500 averaging gains or losses depending on broader market conditions. If the shutdown persists, investor sentiment could worsen, possibly triggering a downturn in stocks of 5 to 10%, particularly in sectors reliant on government activity or data releases. Essential economic data releases, including employment reports and the Consumer Price Index, are postponed, leaving the Federal Reserve and markets flying blind for rate policy decisions. Public services and travel. Air travel faces disruptions due to unpaid TSA and air traffic control staff, leading to longer lines and possible delays if TSA agents opt out of working. FEMA's emergency response continues, but its funding for disaster relief is running low and could be further strained if Congress does not act. Broader outlook. The longer the shutdown continues, the more pronounced the ripple effects on the economy, business activity, and daily life for millions of Americans.